What I'm about to tell you is based on actual events. My hope is that you'll share this information. It could spark a conversation that might just protect someone that you care about. If you find value in what you're about to see, please take a second to like, share, comment, or subscribe. Any interaction that we have helps this message reach more people. And trust me, this is something that everyone needs to know. Watch this all the way through, and if you think I'm wrong, please tell me why in the comments below. It's a typical Tuesday morning and you're logging into what you think is just another meeting scheduled by your boss. As the meeting begins, the faces that appear on your screen are totally familiar. Your boss, the CFO, the CEO, and 6 other key executives. This is a big deal. These are the decision makers, the heavy hitters in your organization. You're thinking, this is it, my chance to shine. You can't wait to show them what you're capable of. The call starts. Everyone's in attendance. It all feels normal. Their voices, their faces, even the little quirks that you've come to recognize. Then the CFO turns to you with a request. In order to get this massive new project started, they need you to transfer funds immediately. All the other executives on the call give their approval. Now it's on you. You don't hesitate. You want to get this right, so you do exactly what you were told. Then you sit back, happy with a job well done. Just imagining what that call might mean for your future. That's exactly what an employee at the British engineering giant Arup thought in 2024, until it was discovered that the entire video conference and everyone on it was a deepfake. And just like that, $25.6 million disappeared, all based off instructions of what everyone thought was the CFO. This isn't just a cautionary tale. This should be a wake-up call. This technology isn't coming someday. It's already here. Now, just in case that doesn't resonate with you, I'm going to take this out of the boardroom and into something a little more personal. And shame on whoever uses this against someone that loves them later to say, "Baby, that's not me. That's a deepfake." Alright, imagine this. You've moved on from a bad relationship, finally getting your life back on track. But your ex? Not so much. One day out of nowhere, your current partner shows you a video that was sent to them. It's you, clear as day, flirting with someone else, saying things that would make anyone question your loyalty. The voice is yours, the face is yours, the words completely devastating. You swear it's not real, you beg them to believe you, but how would you prove that it's fake? The evidence is right there in front of them. But your ex doesn't stop there, they're out for revenge. Next, they send a similar video to your boss, making it look like you're bad-mouthing coworkers or sharing confidential company information. Now HR is calling you in for a talk. Your relationship is in shambles. Your job is now on the line. Your entire reputation hanging by a thread, all because someone who knows you, knows your habits, decided to weaponize your identity with deepfake technology. So what are deepfakes? Basically, they're AI-generated videos or audio that mimic real people. The technology analyzes existing footage or recordings and recreates them with creepy accuracy. Deepfakes may have started as harmless fun, like face-swapping celebrities into movie scenes, but as with most technology, it didn't take long for someone to figure out how to use it for all the wrong reasons. The real danger here? Deepfakes blur the line between what's real and what's fake. You know that old saying, don't believe anything you hear and only half of what you see? Yeah, that doesn't even work anymore. Imagine this, you get a call from your boss asking for sensitive information, or worse, a message from a loved one saying that they're in trouble. Would you stop and question it if it looked or sounded legit? Most of us wouldn't, and that's exactly what these scammers are counting on. Coming up here in a second, I'm going to show you how scammers actually pull these off. Spoiler, it's a lot easier than you think. In the meantime, tell me what's the wildest deepfake you've ever seen. Have you ever come across something that seemed a little off? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories. Alright, here's how these scams work step by step. First, scammers gather as much content as they can. The reality is, they don't need much. Think about it, how many photos, videos, or voice recordings are floating around with your name on them? A quick scroll through social media, and boom, they've got a treasure trove of information. But it's not just personal content. In the business world, we're practically handing this data over. Corporate presentations, recorded and shared online. Virtual meetings, perfect for capturing your mannerisms, voice, and appearance. And promotional videos are a goldmine for scammers to mimic your face and voice with precision. Even casual moments like birthday shoutouts or employee recognition clips or company culture videos can all be weaponized. The point is, in this connected world, every little piece of content you put out there could be used against you or your company. It's not just about what you share, it's about what your company shares too. The more accessible this information is, the easier it is for someone to mimic your identity and exploit trust. Next, scammers have to feed all this content into AI tools. These aren't just janky, glitchy programs anymore. These are cutting-edge AI tools like Deepfakes Lab or Synthesia. These tools analyze whatever content's put into them and replicate every detail it can. How someone smiles, raises an eyebrow, or pauses mid-sentence. And the scary part, this tech is getting cheaper and easier to use every day. What once required a team of skilled engineers can now be done with a basic laptop and a subscription to the right platform. We're not talking about creating a funny video for laughs anymore. We're talking about AI-enhanced social engineering attacks, scammers weaponizing trust, and the results? Devastating. Coming up, I'll show you how to spot a deepfake. They're getting better, but they're not perfect. Not yet, anyway. But first, let me ask you, if someone deepfaked your boss or a loved one, do you really think that you'd notice? Drop your answer in the comments section below. And don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoy this content. Alright, here's the good news. Even though deepfakes are advanced, they're not flawless. At least not yet. Here's 7 things to watch out for. Look for facial expressions. Does the smile seem weird, or maybe their eyes don't match the mood? What about eye movement? Fake eyes often look glassy or blink strangely. And if their lips don't match the audio, that's a big red flag. Also look for things like skin texture. Real skin has pores and tiny imperfections. Waxy, smooth skin? Probably fake. What about the lighting? Do the shadows match the environment? Deepfakes often get this wrong. Also look for background distortion, especially when the person moves. And if something feels off, trust your gut. Spotting these clues can save you, or your company, from a costly mistake. Now that you know how to spot a deepfake, let's talk about how to protect yourself. First and foremost, verify requests. Call the person back or start to establish code words with people that are around you so that you can confirm while you're talking to that person that this is a legitimate conversation. If you use it too often, you're going to have to change these code words up, so try to just maintain that for emergency purposes. You also want to look at enabling multi-factor authentication everywhere you can. This adds a critical layer of security to all of your accounts. Limit your digital footprint online. You need to start being mindful of what you're posting online. Pause before acting. Don't let panic override your judgment. Use detection tools. Programs like Sensity AI can help analyze suspicious videos. Educate others. Share this knowledge with your friends, family, and coworkers. Staying informed really is the best defense. Deepfakes are fascinating, but they're also a big wake-up call. If this video helped you, hit that like button, not just for me, but so more people can find this information. And if you've got a story about a suspicious video or scam, share it in the comments. You never know, your experience might just help someone else avoid becoming a victim. Stay safe, stay informed, and always be good to yourself and to each other.